have a saying about giving a rat's ass that's kind of funny. That how can you give a rat's ass? The ass of the rat isn't yours to give, so let the rat keep his ass. Or you can pick up a rat in tandem to somebody else's ass first, and yes, you're giving a rat's ass. And if the other person wants to accept the rat ass first, to give a rat's ass, you're sort of offering up the rat's ass, and it's up to the other person if he wants to accept. So I'll have another saying too, that in some certain things, that if a rat's ass should really be offered or even given about a particular subject. So that's what I say about tolerance to a certain thing. You can say sometimes you give a shit. There's some and I also have a thing where I say there's certain aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck. It's not that I don't give a shit or give a fuck. It's there's some aspects of giving a shit or giving a fuck that I don't give a shit or a fuck about. And at any given time, when and where should a rat's ass be given, or a fuck be given, or a shit be given, or even offered? You know what I mean? Alright, what's up, yins guys? Time for another video. And when I cover this topic, I'll tell you right off the bat. Anybody who makes comments or watches this video or bothers to make comments, if you are on the side of those people who canceled Richard Dawkins because he believed in the name of science, because he believes in science, that there were only two genders scientifically, and even though I'll say I side with him, but yet if anybody else wants to be what they want, I really don't give a rat's ass. But anyway, that's not what this video was about. I made a video about that anyway. I'm just, if you want to check that out, but I'm just saying, in this evolution argument, and I make these videos trying not to laugh too. Excuse my pauses in talking, and if my talking is kind of off, because I admit in my videos I'm trying not to laugh when I talk about this shit. But anyway, this video is about, yeah, these people that believe in the evolution, and how, in a sense, how worthless it is, because all it's really good for is people on the internet. The only thing it's good for is they can argue only on one way, and it is dependent on only one narrative and only one aspect of an argument, and it's very lazy and cowardly in a way. Yet I believe in a sense of evolution where things, animals, peoples, bugs, and people and things hybridize if they don't die, and there's other creatures and humans, selective breeding thing, and that's about it. But the only evolution you gotta give a rat's ass about is your own evolution. And my thing is, like I said, I made fun of the people with Dawkins and the evolution thing. As I say, the only thing it's really good for on YouTube or out in the world, especially YouTube cloud and social media cloud, the people that push the evolution thing mostly, the only thing it's good for is that they can argue with YouTube Christians, a lot of them that don't like me, and that don't like me either, and that I don't give a shit about, that don't like anything I'm doing. Put it that way. Not against all Christianity either. But anyway, a lot of the kids that or the people that never grow up, that actually are into the evolution, the people on the people that they listen to on YouTube, or the people that listen to some of these particular YouTubers, the evolution, like I said, the only thing it's good for is fighting with Christians. If they fight with anybody else that's not claiming to be a Christian, and anybody that ain't trying to use scripture on them, they don't really know how to argue with you, because people like me and
other people that don't really give a rat's ass, but we have our own version of evolution. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I stuck up for Dawkins in a sense because I particularly can't believe I was living in a world where, when I made a video about this, like I said, a video about this before, that Dawkins, in the name of science, said there's only two genders, so I ended up sticking up for Dawkins in a sense. Yet I couldn't believe that I'm looking at this shit, I couldn't even believe it's damn real. And I'm like, oh yeah. Anyway, I made my case in a video that, the evolution people and the people that say all their stuff in the name of science, and you believe in Darwin and Dawkins and all that, oh yeah, they'll fight with Christians, some of them that don't like me, some of them, I like some of them better than others. But I made my case in another video that some of the evolution crowd, some of the in the name of science crowd, not all of them, some of them are cowards. When I made that video and made my case about Dawkins being canceled, I made my case that anybody who supports Dawkins being canceled is actually a coward, because you'll fight with a Christian. Some Christians better than others, some of them don't like me, but yeah, I mean, I like some better than others. So I said, just like I said in the beginning of the video, if you are into evolution and into the science, but you cower in the face of the transgender community, don't get me wrong, if they want to be identify whatever the fuck they want, I don't give a rat's ass. I couldn't give a fraction of a shit. But I'm the kind of person that where the different kind of Christians will use scripture against you or any other community. I'm one of them that rather than do that, I can smell. I have a nose for cowardice a mile away. I will not, and I am not required to have any respect for you if I see you'll fight with a Christian. While you'll cower and support Dawkins being canceled, I mean, I don't want to go on too much about that because I made a video specifically about that. And if you got this far in this video, the only evolution I care is the stuff that I push in my channel. If you're somebody that out of influence or other of these in the name of science YouTubers and atheist videos or ever, if you're somebody that believes in evolution, for example, and do not evolve yourself, and talking in parentheses here, you're following me, I absolutely believe in some evolution and a way of hybridization that goes on even now, and it does go on. And some Christians, if it's of any consolation to you, don't like what I'm saying either. But yeah, I'll say in separate videos, there's some Christians on YouTube that I laugh at, that any kind of exercise or doing any kind of core exercises or anything that looks like yoga is demonic or satanic or whatever. Those are people were a damn joke. But I'll tell you, some of you people that will group Christians only one way, lump them all together in one way, that's cowardice too. And that's also easier or convenient. And as long as you're fighting with somebody that uses scripture against you, I know you have more fun with fighting with them. And if it's of any consolation to you, hey, some of them don't like what I'm doing too. But I'll also tell you that they're not all lumped the same. Matter of fact, there's like I said, some of the YouTube Christians don't like certain kind of fitness things or anything that looks like yoga, whether you call it yoga or not. I believe that along with a regressive liberal and extreme and the equality extremism, there's also a type of regressive conservative. Oh, they all want to go on fast, skinny little arms. But then you got some of the better Christians that are physically fit a little bit, and whether they have guns or NRA or not, there's that other Christian that says, oh, if they're too proud, there's that other Christian that if they can pick up 5 pounds too confidently, they might be a terrorist or a militant, and the far left will call them, oh, you must be everything from some kind of fascists, whether they'll be accused of all kind of damn shit, and then whether they support the right to bear arms or not, they're presume. Yeah, I'm saying I don't want to go on and on too much about that in this sarcasm here, but talking in parentheses, I gotta throw that shit in there, you know what I mean? But anyway, if you got this far in this video, if you're one of them that, oh yeah, you subscribe to every single Darwin or Dawkins video and evolution video because you want to fight with Christians, you're probably one of them that's 20s pushing and 30 still in a room in your parents' house or basement or attic, and probably have only teenagers as friends because you can buy them beer or whatever. But anyway, there's a lot of those out there, I think, that will push the subscribe to and push the evolution thing on social media, if you will, but yet they don't evolve themselves. They believe that that thing they look in the mirror, the face they look in the mirror every day is already evolved, whether they got their little stupid t-shirt and shorts and skinny arms and their cargo pants they're wearing, or chubby or whatever stupid t-shirt and shorts are in. Both, not picking on any statue, but there's a type of laziness, and you can bet a good amount of them thinking they've evolved already, and they're not evolving anymore. Their only reason for living is to fight with Christians online, but yet they can't argue with anybody. As long as they keep the argument against Christianity and choose their enemies, and they choose their enemy and choose their outrage, choose their fight. They keep that argument and that narrative, against evolution against Christianity. That's the only thing that's good for it. If you got this far in this video, I'm saying, what the fuck does that do for me or even you in your life outside of YouTube or outside of absolutely the fuck nothing? Zero zip. Your own evolution matters, and if you preach that shit and that's all you do, or subscribe to that shit, and you're just lazy, you're whatever, you're maybe far leftist attitude, lazy, whether you got skinny little arms and stupid t-shirts and shorts and stupid skinny legs and skinny arms and stupid cargo pants, live with your parents, or on the chubby side, don't do nothing else but listen to the shit online. While the rest of us, people like me, what I advocate, my own evolution is train so that I can walk up with a chip on my shoulder and a cocky look on my face and an attitude problem, that I'll believe whatever I want and not believe whatever the fuck I want, and not that I'm gonna go and do anything to you and anyway, but just walk right around knowing that nobody's gonna put their hands on me. But I have a saying that can be for some of you guys and for some of the other fanatics that I mentioned on YouTube that you don't like, that I have a saying that's similar to the mentality of YouTuber Sticks Hexenhammer 666, which I think he's a hoot, some of his things. But my own thing, I have a saying that I'll say with a smirk on my face, directed to both sides of the fence, about a God being stronger than anybody that's gonna stick their finger in my face and tell me what I better do and what I better not do, or what I better think. I can direct it toward a person, a religious person that doesn't care, that looks down on me and that you don't like either, right? And I can direct it more to some of them. It does not, but yet I can say that saying, right? It wouldn't work on some of you guys, for example. I can say it in a way to be a smartass, but most of the time I wouldn't use it because it doesn't work on you. But I can make my anything. There's other videos I'll say on the matter that I can take damn near any entity or belief, a piece of something, and turn it into a metaphoric sense for training in training purposes and training in groups. But I'd have to give you entire lectures on that. And some of you people are either too ignorant or stupid. In a way, I can do it out there in plain sight, and shit, you wouldn't even know the difference. Even to criticize me anyway, you wouldn't even notice the difference that I'm doing it. But any entity to train in groups ritualistically, I'm going to keep that just right there. I can go to you evolutionary people, take anything in iconic sense to train in groups, and turn it into a machine and turn it into a iconic thing rather than entity. And I can do the same thing and piss some of the people that you don't like. Some of them don't care for me, just with a smirk on my face. You know what I mean? That's basically, it's about the evolution is to be able to. It doesn't. What does it do for me to be able to walk down the street with a cocky look on my face and not have to worry that anybody's gonna put their hands on me? You know what I mean? But yeah, there's an aspect of that evolution it's laziness. You can sit there on your ass and believe that shit, whatever statue you are. Like I said, whether you're chubby, wear some stupid t-shirt and shorts or whatever, or skinny arms, skinny legs, and some stupid t-shirt, shorts, or cargo pants, and subscribe to far leftist stuff, and maybe believe that anybody that does anything to physically better themselves, I regard that as evolving. There are some of them out there that are Christian. There are better people in some cases that are physically trained a little bit. Oh yeah, they must be some kind of far right lunatic or some kind of thing. But then if hey, I'm one of the people. I don't fit in with those people either. But my attitude is, all right, so you believe in evolution. So you sit on your ass on your computer chair in mom's house, mom and dad's house, and believe in evolution so you can fight with Christians. Am I supposed to be mortified or offended, or am I supposed to be impressed? Am I supposed to give a flying rat's ass? Am I supposed to give a fraction of a shit at all? And what you got to be saying to yourself is, a belief like this, whether it's that or any other kind of belief, whether it's a belief that you don't like, that I myself research about, what the hell does it do for how does it better your life or increase any skill set and do anything to improve your life at all with that belief alone? It doesn't. Unless it's something where you can actually evolve and adapt to stuff that you gotta do. Oh, and that applies to some work-related things. Maybe you're working some shit job that you hate, and to adapt and hybridize to it. Other than that, what the hell does such a belief do for you, other than, like I said, I don't want to be repetitive, fight with Christians or give you some false gratification, which all it does for you, if it's something all you do is sit on your ass in mom's house and don't actually evolve or anything, yet you believe in evolution, then what the hell good is it? Yeah, give you a little bit of false dopamine high because of who you're fighting with and pissing off online or on Twitter or whatever, then that's the height of, in my belief, that's a sense of intellectual, mental, psychological, and physical laziness, and an arrogance that basically a kind of a fantasy. No different. It's no different of a fantasy land than the fantasy land that you call religion. So you can be living in the, you can believe that shit, and you'll say any religion is a fantasy land, but I'm making my argument to end this video that how you can also be living in a fantasy land by tailoring the evolution of the thing to your convenience and to who you want to get gratification fighting with. But anybody that's not a fanatical Christian or whatever, like if you, yeah, you know what I mean, make your argument, choose who you argue with, choose how you argue, and as long as you stay in that narrative, it's got to be in that narrative, then you're just a coward, and you're intellectually and physically and psychologically lazy, along with being, I don't want to say delusional, just lazy. Yeah, if you're sitting in the same house in the same room and nothing else has changed, then, well, you must have the wrong belief system now, don't you? Maybe that belief system, you ought to modify it, at the very least modify it with something. Otherwise, nobody has to give a fuck or give a flying rat's ass or have any respect for anything you're saying, you know. And like I said, that applies to people on any, like, other side of the fence, if it's of any consolation to you, because, you know, that's just how it is. I mean, it's about examining things on every single possible angle. And in my case, being a little bit of a smart ass, but that's about the extent of it, the best I can give you right there. And anything else I give you that I given you in this video, I can do entire aspects of these truths. I can give you entire videos about. And yet, you know, if you stay in your same line of thinking, you'll be looking at me or whatever in your room and looking at my videos or with these stupid ass looks like you're something. But yeah, you can do that because guess what? I told you what I am aware of, you know. I'm not born yesterday. I mean, it tells me a lot about you either way, you know what I mean?
Bis zum Tod. Amen.